Landscape lighting will make your property absolutely magical. This is our small Duracell landscape lighting kit overview. At the end of the video, I'll have some extra installation notes. I think one of the biggest surprises was how bright the light fixtures are. I'd say they're 20 times brighter than the solar light fixtures we removed from along the walkway shown in our pictures here. This is the advantage of using a 12-volt low voltage lighting system if you really want to have some serious lighting in your property. So you can see from the photos that we placed them a little too close together. So we suggest that you take your light fixtures, your pathway lights, and spread them out much further than we have in the photo. But the photo is interesting, it shows the pattern, and it shows how bright they really are. This is our new Duracell LED pathway and spotlight kit. Everything you need in one box. Box weighs about 14 pounds. Shipping is included in the price. So it's a great kit for a small yard, small pathway light, something not too big. Now we do have larger kits and we have more commercial style fixtures and systems. But if you just have a little area that you need to light up, make your garden absolutely magical, this may be the kit for you. So let's go over a couple of things. I'm going to open it up for you real quick though. There's 4 low voltage pathway lights, just like it shows here on the cover. See, 4. And a couple of spots, all the wire you need, and a transformer, and everything in one box ready to go. Great little kit. We're really happy with it. So I haven't opened it yet, so this is going to be first time for me. So I'm going to spin it around, open up this latch right here, open up the box. We're going to take a look on how it's laid out, what's inside, and maybe see how it works. So the first thing that I noticed is there's a photo cell sitting right here. And this photo cell is going to connect to the transformer. So it's going to plug up into this transformer. There's a little connector right there. It's going to screw on, and then you're going to mount the photo cell, and there's a little screw here in the bag. Mount that outside where it can see daylight. That way your lighting system won't be on during the day. You don't have to use this, but it is a great option. So it's included right here in the top. I like that. That's a great thing. Other thing I noticed is it's packaged very carefully. So the kit comes with these little adapter pieces, and these are addressed inside the instructions, and they're going to go in the connector depending on what size wire you're using. Probably with this kit you won't use them, but we'll check that as we unpack this. First time I've seen this kit, so I'm just kind of going slowly. Inside the kit are powder-coated aluminum spikes, really pointy, and these are for the light fixtures. The light fixture slides on the top, and they go in the ground. Now what I do is I take a piece of metal pipe and a hammer and pound a hole in the ground because I have hard soil here. Kind of wiggle it around. Then I put the light fixture down, because you're not supposed to crank the light fixture or grab the light fixture and try to push it into hard soil. So be smart, use something else, get your hole, pilot hole I call it, started. So I'm going to take the spikes all out. So here's some right here on top. So there's a handful. I'm going to put those off here to the side. For now, here, I'll put them over here so you can see them. And then we're going to look at what else we can open up here. And I'm not rushing it because I want you to see how everything is in here, and everything comes right apart here. So let's take a look. Pull this cardboard up. Transformer is right here in the middle. I think it might be in my way. So let's pull it out and take a look. So here's the transformer. It's wrapped up with some styrofoam. I keep a razor knife here in my office for everything. And let's see what it has. On the back side, you can see right there that it has some inserts, so you can drill a hole in stucco, push the insert in, and then screw it in. And so that's what those are. And those come here. And I think I may have damaged the little bag they're in, but that's okay. Some screws here and some inserts. And it looks like I did damage the little bag, but that's okay. So those come with the kit. Transformer has a plug protector. You're going to be taking that off. Some people call me up and go, I can't plug it in. Okay, take that off. So here's the transformer. Let's take the box away. Back of the transformer has the screws to run your wire in. So you're going to run your wire in here, loosen those screws, and this just comes right off too. This is just a protector piece. You can put it back on, I guess, if you want, once your wires are wired in. So you might want to, take that off and put it aside and save it too. Put that over here. So here's your 12-volt AC, so it doesn't matter which side you're on. There's no correct side. You're just going to put the wire on one side, strip, put the wire on the other, screw it down, and run your wire out into the field. So the front of the transformer looks like so. I'm going to turn it around for you. And there's some real simple instructions right here on what settings and how to operate it. It's extremely simple. And then down here it talks some of the warnings. It's UL approved. It's 45 watts. It's a simple little clean transformer. It has a position so you can hit test. It turns everything on. Great way to test your lights in the daytime, or if you just want to shut them off. You have a number of selections here. It's a nice little simple transformer, very compact. We really like these. They work really good for us. We actually sell them separately too, so if you have a system that you're building on your own, that might be the way to go. Also in the box is all the wire. This is going to be your feed wire. If you notice here, they stripped it. It's ready to go. So you don't even have to do that. It's ready to go right into those screw terminals right there. Just slide that in. Not only did they strip it, but they tinned it or soldered it. And then at the other end, they actually capped it off. Now, if this wire is just too long, you can cut it. You can actually cut it in half and run two different directions. It'll work for you on that. Don't worry about the end. You can always just make sure the end is separate so the wires don't touch, but you could always take electrical tape and put it on. So it has its feed wire. It comes with the kit, and all the specifications are on our website. Please look down below. You'll see, if you're looking at this on YouTube, you'll see the website address. It'll take you right to the kit. So plenty of wire for your project. Let's just continue on and see how they got this all set up here. I don't think that connectors are going to go through that hole. I think we're going to have to do some damage here. Damage to the cardboard, I guess. Let me just kind of untangle these a little bit, and I guarantee I won't be able to get it back in the box when that time comes. So here, I'm going to separate these out up here. Kind of separate, and you can see underneath here, those are the pathway lights. They're all lined up. They're also in styrofoam to protect them. It's glass, not plastic, so it's not going to turn yellow with the weather. The top is a spun metal. It's kind of a heavy-duty fixture. So those are really nice. And again, on our website, we're going to turn them on, and we're going to see how far the light goes out. These are all LED, so there's nothing to replace on the inside. I think that's kind of an important thing. Down here inside, they have an instruction sheet. Talks about the installation, how to use the timer, how to set the timer, how to put the light fixtures together. So this whole sheet is in there, and we put one of these sheets on our website in case you lose yours. We'll have ours, and you can go right online and print it right off the internet. So we got that inside. I'll put that over here for now and see what else. So here's two more spikes. They're a little different. You can see here. They are aluminum. They are powder coated. And these spikes go on the outdoor light fixtures, the spotlights. So there's a wire that comes out, and you're going to put that wire down in this groove. See the groove right here? Kind of lay it in there flat, like so. All right, and then you'll be able to push this spike right into the light fixture. Now, what they did here is they have kind of I call it a gasketed setup. So it goes in really, really tight. So just take it. Got that wire flat in there. I'll let you look at that for a minute. I'll lay that out. Just take it, and then just take it and just push it in. And that's it. The little spotlights are LED. There's nothing to replace. It's a solid cast fixture. So there's no plastic up here. Now this part is plastic here, so don't use a wrench on it. But there's a set screw on the inside, so you can take this and aim it where you want. Just kind of loosen it up and aim it back and forth. You see there? And then tighten this where you want. So the kit has two of these ready to go. And let's check out this other one. It's exactly the same. Again, the adjustment knob, the part that goes into the spike, which I put over here. And it has a connector. Now the instructions talk about this connector. I'm not going to go into huge detail. The connector unscrews They come screwed already together. People try to force their wire in. And the way this connector works is you're going to lay your feed wire. This is the feed wire. You're going to lay it inside this connector. You're going to use these little holders probably. Check the instructions. And then you're going to put this over the top. Now when you screw this shut, what it does is it compresses the wire on these little contacts in here now. So it makes contact to the wire. And once it makes that contact, and you tighten this really good, just tighten it by hand. Please don't use tools on this. Just tighten it by hand all the way down, and it allows the power to flow from the main feed wire up to the light fixture. These little UL labels are required, but once you get the kit, you can take them off because they're pretty ugly in your garden. So that's the spotlights that are in the kit. And then these are the path lights. So I don't see how I'm going to get that out of that hole. I'm going to take my knife and just cut a little slot, slide the wire through it, like so. So here, let's take a look at what we got here. I'm going to push this out of the way. Maybe you'll be able to see better. So there's no parts inside to fix or adjust or anything. It's an LED light. It's glass, like I said, with a spun metal top. It has a little pull, and you just push this together, like so. Like I showed you before, you use the spike. Now these spikes have a little X pattern, so they're going to line up down here, and this wire is going to just pass through next to the spike through a slot. See the little slot here? So this just goes in here, and the wire comes down, connects to your feed wire, and you don't have to bury anything. You don't have to dig trenches. Just hide the wire underneath the ground cover, the gravel, the wood chips, or whatever you need to do. That's really the best way to go. So it's a really nice little light fixture, and I'm going to take it outside and take some pictures of it in action so you can get an idea. Here's a couple of more notes. I brought the camera down close so we can see better. So here, let me go over a couple of them. Let's talk about the spike in the fixture close up. So here's the spike. See if you can see the end of it. Here, let me hold it just so. See how it has this little indentation on this one side? Can you see that there? I'm going to ask the video guy so you can move in and adjust the contrast. Okay, so the spike goes in the light fixture, but you want this slot on the side to go where the wire is coming out. See, I have the slot facing up. I have the wire right here. It gives the wire a little channel to run down. You push that in. That way it won't crimp the wire. Kind of an important thing there. And hopefully you can see it. I'm going to set this down real careful so you can see the channel and the wire coming out. The other sides are blocked. See the round part's blocked in here. So that's something you might want to consider. Okay, moving on. Remember the little bag we talked about? Has these little doodads in it. These really aren't going to be needed if you're using the wire that comes with the kit. This is for a little larger gauge wire, and it actually says it right in it. It says 14 to 16. And let's see if he can get closer on that. Hard to do. So you're probably not going to use these little guys with this kit. You'd only use these little guys if you're using a larger wire and not using the wire that comes with the kit. So we're going to put those aside. So I want to go over the connector one more time, a little closer up. So you're going to want to unscrew it. Then you're going to want to lay the wire in there. Well, don't do that. What you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to lay the wire in this piece. Let me move this aside. So this piece says, right in it, it says 16 to 18 gauge. And I don't know if you can see that, but you're going to maybe have to trust me. It's hard to see this black on black. So your feed wire, the wire that goes back to the transformer, is going to lay in here. And you're going to go, well, no, it's not. Well, actually, just press it down, get it in there flat, and you're going to press it in at an angle, and then press it with your thumb right there. Okay, as long as it's laying in there, you're going to be good. Just trying to get it in there as flat as you can. Okay, I'm just going to push it in there with my thumbs, and it's in. Then take the other piece, and you're going to lay that other piece right here on top, just like so. And we're going to screw it together. As you screw it together tightly, those little copper pins are going to press through that wire and make electrical contact. So I'm going to take, I'm not going to use a wrench or tools, but I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to put it on there really, really tight. I'm going to snug it all the way down. And if your light doesn't come on, maybe this isn't snugged all the way down, you might have to open it up. You may even have to do it over. Hope not. But anyway, that's what it looks like when it's connected. So this is the feed wire going to the transformer right here. Big old spool. And this is a connector that's connected on it. And this is just one type of connector, but this is the connector that comes with the kit. It's a pretty good connector. We're pretty happy with it. It makes a good contact. And then you're just going to put ground cover over all of this. Anyway, I thought you'd like to see this part. Here's a few extra notes we thought we'd add here at the end after we did our installation. Make sure you have the wire in the connector. So here's the connector right here. Make sure your feed wire, which goes right through the middle here, lays completely flat. Okay? If it isn't, just push it in with your thumb. If you make the connection with the feed wire going through and you're not getting power to the light fixture, open it back up, just unscrew it, check and make sure that the wire going through the middle here is laying flat. Also, in the middle here it says 16 to 18. That's the gauge of the wire, and that's the wire that comes in the kit. Now this little part here can be removed. When it's removed, it looks like that. Be careful. Don't let it fall out somewhere in the garden and you won't be able to find it. Keep an eye on this part. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's extra parts if you're using a larger wire. But if you're using the wire that comes with the kit, you're going to want to make sure this is inside and the wire's laying flat before you screw this on. When you screw it on, if you're not getting power up to your light fixture, and you can do this with the wire hot, it's that way as soon as you screw it on, you'll know if you've made contact. If not, just open it back up and try again. It's not a big deal. So just want to let you know on that. The transformer that comes with the kit is this one, and it's really nice. And it's 45 watts, so you can add more light fixtures. And if you read our descriptions on our website, it talks a little bit more about doing that. So I thought you'd know. It's a really nice little transformer. It's very compact and very efficient. And one more item, the spotlights, these little guys. And you'll see one or two of them in our video here in use. They're really bright. You can light up, a good size hedge or bush or even a small tree with these. We were very, very impressed with them. So keep that in mind, and you can always add a few more. We have these, and we do sell them separately on our website with the very same connector setup. Anyway, that's our kit. Great for the small gardens, great for pathways. We have all kinds of kits on our website. The link is down below if you're watching this on YouTube. We have kits from small to large to huge. And if you have a really big project, we can custom build a kit for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check out all of our videos on YouTube and on our website. There's some very informative, helpful things and little things to look for in there where mistakes were made and how to fix them. We think that's very valuable. Have a great day. Take care.
At Total Lighting Supply, we understand the importance of your time. Not everyone can be a lighting expert. We're not just about selling you light bulbs, light fixtures, and light components. We're also about helping you achieve amazing and successful lighting results in your space. We hope that our video series will assist you in achieving your lighting goals.